Hey you guys, how you doing? It's early spring, Florida, so weather's pretty good, pretty fucking nice. It's actually like 50 degrees in the morning right now, so we only get a little bit more time of these good, cool mornings and evenings before shit just gets hot. So basically, where I'm at this morning is going to start to work on the Imperial a little bit. Which of course, I'll be uploading that not now. It'll be a little bit later once I actually really start to dive into it, but there's a few things I got to start and things I have to do. Brian isn't here with me, so basically he's out today and it's just me, and I'm gonna do some small things, but that's all good. Let's go ahead and start here. So this is the Oldsmobile, previous project that me and Brian had all put our heart and soul in to get working and get on the road. But that's just part of where this started. So essentially, the Imperial, which is in the garage, was purchased, dropped here in the driveway, and that's where all the fun began last week. I had Brian here, and my wife was here to help me, and essentially we had to bring the Oldsmobile out of the garage, towed it over to the yard, which, I mean, it's perfectly drivable, it's roadworthy, so that part was easy. The part that wasn't easy is the Imperial has no means of transportation, no brakes, no nothing, so we essentially had to drop it in neutral and push it down to the edge of the driveway, pull out the Oldsmobile out of the garage, then back the Imperial all the way, fucking back up, all the way into the garage where it sits now. And boy, she is a fat fucking girl. That was pretty daunting to get that thing moving and get it back up into the driveway. So we'll go inside and take a closer look. Okay, so here we go. Here's where things start. Basically, last night I came in and put everything up on jack stands, and that's where we're going to go ahead and start this procedure. The first and foremost, what we're going to do today is pull out the brake booster, and yeah, because I'm going to have to ship it off. It's going to have to be rebuilt. It's going to take several weeks. And I figured it's the first and foremost thing to start with is get it pulled out, get it started, get it shipped out, and then I can go ahead and start working brakes, working brake lines. I'll just have to rebuild all that anyways in the time being. So that shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so everything in here is obviously original. Well, to my knowledge, I haven't really dug into it too much, but it does fire up and run, so that's not entirely too bad. But instead of what we're doing today is I have to get the brake booster out. It's shot, the master cylinder is shot, so let's see if we can start looking at this from underneath and get it all unbolted and get her pulled out. We'll be good. All right, so now here we are underneath the damn seat, and it looks like this is going to be tons of fucking fun. Essentially, we're going to have to dislodge the brake pedal from the rod, the push rod if you want to call it, right up here, disengage everything. There's also 4 bolts on the wall. They're back there and up higher. You can see the one at least right there. So that's gonna be great, because not like there's tons of fucking room in here or anything. So dislodge the 4 bolts, undo everything, linkage from the push rod, and then that should really be it. I mean, we should be able to pull the brake booster out from the front at that point. So let me sit here and F myself for a little bit and see how it goes. Holy fuck. Well, now that I've had to lay in here on my back, supporting my feet out here off the edge, I mean, my butt cheeks fell asleep. But eventually, it's all good. I mean, can't see much there, but all the bolts came out and we're done with the inside. All right, let's see. Now that we're on the top side here, I think I'm gonna go ahead and hit these bolts in here, 4 of them, and break off the master cylinder from the booster. Then just gonna break that line, drain all this fluid out, and see if I can shimmy this thing loose and pull it off the wall. And if so, then we're good to go. All right, so there you go. There's the original master cylinder off the brake booster, and I'm gonna replace that as well, just because they're pretty affordable, nothing much to worry about. Here's everything in here. It's just disconnected from the line, pull the fucking 4 bolts off, and now I have this loose, and basically just rip the booster out and done deal. Well, and there you have it. So basically, this bolt here was the brake pedal on the inside that you disengaged, the 4 nuts that you pulled off from the inside to disengage, and then here at the rear, basically this is, once the master cylinder's been pulled off, this is what you're left with. So then you just kind of finagle it and wiggle it out. Call it a day. Done deal. Time for shipping.